If you're on this entrepreneurial journey, you already know that it's a unique path filled with highs, lows, and a lot of coffee. Now, if you have a team to support you, all of this just gets magnified. The highs are sweeter and the lows are more frustrating. But in this video, we're going to talk about how to handle all of that. So let's get into it. Hi, I'm Jennifer Kem, but you can call me Jen. I'm the founder of the Master Brand Institute. Here, we guide founders, experts, thought leaders, and entrepreneurs to build a wildly profitable personal brand from the inside out through the power of team, identity, messaging, and experiences. I upload a new video every Friday, so be sure to hit that subscribe button down below, then click the bell icon so you're notified when new content is available. Now, let's get into today's video. Most CEOs envision building a team because it can be exhausting to carry business growth solely on these little shoulders. But once they hire their first team, they usually realize it's not all rainbows and butterflies and can often feel totally alone all over again, even if you have a team that is qualified and willing to help. Whether it's seemingly endless miscommunications, availability issues, creative workflow misalignments, or just personality differences, a team that doesn't know how to solve issues will lead to death by 1,000 cuts instead of effectively supporting the CEO to lift the brand. One of the biggest issues that leads to team dysfunction is not knowing how to source and effectively solve issues as they arise. If you can create a culture that's unafraid to discuss conflict, you are much more likely to thrive as a team and as a leader. Effectively sourcing issues from your team can be a freaking headache. How do you know what issues need to be discussed and what can actually just be left alone? How do you know when it's important to derail your work to focus on your team versus when you should just soldier on? How do you know when someone is causing an unreasonable versus reasonable amount of issues? Being unclear on any one of these things can leave you wasting time, talent, and energy on things that don't move the needle. Once you're clear on these, you need to know if your team is comfortable bringing issues to you. Even if you've expressly communicated that you want your team to be comfortable being honest with you, it's common for people to suppress or delay their intuition if what they have to say might threaten a power dynamic. Believe me, I've had to practically beg many new team members to be honest with me if they see something that I don't. In order to foster honesty in our company, we clearly assign and define who owns every section of the business. That means that if something goes wrong with a project or a process, we have a clear chain of command to do after action analysis and find where the breakdown happened. However, in order for that staff member to have true ownership and for me to have one less thing to worry about, I cannot micromanage and doubt their actions. Of course, I'll still provide ample training and be available for any questions they might have as they learn a new responsibility, but then I give them the reins one step at a time. Not only does this free up my time and give me more mental space, but it allows them to fully own the task and therefore be required, not just encouraged, to report to me if something goes wrong or seems off. This is how I, in turn, build trust with them as a leader. They can see that I not only encourage, but expect them to have true ownership over the challenges that arise in the business. This allows us to approach issues from a collaborative perspective instead of a student-teacher dynamic that leaves them perpetually dependent on my opinion and my background. An often unspoken but absolutely required element of solving issues in any business is the energetic element of guilt. If I want my team to be energetically and strategically agile, I need to make sure that guilt and blame do not poison our accountability. It's essential that we differentiate accountability from blame because one is productive and the other is absolutely not. Accountability allows a team member to go, yep, I missed that, and here's my plan to prevent that in the future. And then the team moves on with clean energy. The challenges and obstacles we face may seem insurmountable at times, but trust me, with a few communication practices and a determination to build a productive team culture, you can make leaps and bounds in your company's growth and your team satisfaction. Remember, friend, you are not alone in this journey. Together, we can build our dream teams and achieve the success we genuinely deserve. And that's a wrap on today's video. Remember, This YouTube channel is all about helping entrepreneurs and CEOs understand how to easily transform their team into a unicorn team. If you want to better understand the overarching idea of building a unicorn team yourself, check out this video here. And if you found value in this content, please be sure to hit the thumbs up button below so we can get this video in front of more CEOs like us who need help growing our unicorn teams. Be sure to also hit the subscribe button and the little bell icon so you're notified when new content is released. I'm Jen Kem, here to help you get the right messaging and team support to build the wealth, power, and leadership you are meant to bring to the world. Until next time.